into the Dirty Money mix?
Actually, that's a very interesting question. So I didn't even know that it was a whole thing until I was talking on the phone with one of my friends, and he had mentioned to me that, yo, you know, Russian drop a rhythm, and he's also a musician. And he was saying to me that, yo, I think I want to put something on the rhythm. And I said, do you think? I said, what do you mean Dirty Money rhythm? And he said to me that Russian is reviving one of the rhythms that he had put some hit songs on a few years ago.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, okay. And he told me the name of the rhythm, Go Go Club. But I actually didn't know the name of the rhythm. I thought it was a different rhythm. And he pointed it out to me. He's like, no, it's this one. The one that the cartel is on. And I said, oh, okay. Me, knowing me, yeah, I do dancehall, but I'm very particular when it comes on to beats. And based on my memory of the older beat, it didn't really click with me because I'm going off the vibe, the feeling of the beat. It sounded very plain, well, except for the intro. That little whatever that is. I don't know what kind of instrument it is, but it's yeah, man, top notch. But everything else sounded plain to me, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to put something on this. And then fast forward a couple of days after that, I was talking to my uncle. Oh, I got my father kid. I was speaking to him, and he mentioned to me, oh, you're not up on the Russian rhythm, my lad. And I started really sitting down, thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, let me see if I can do something. And then literally after that conversation, I went on YouTube, and funny enough, I just started seeing the songs pop up with different artists.
Right.
And I started seeing the bloggers posting about it. And I'm like, oh, it's a whole thing. And then I saw the thing about the authorization and all of that. And I'm like, all right, let me listen to snippets of these songs and see what happens. So I go through and I listen to a few of them. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to try my hand at something.
Right.
I'm going to see if I can come at this from a more unique vantage point, because everything that I hear, it sounds the same to me, right? And I sat down and I came up with that little intro and I posted it on the gram.
Right.
And literally after I posted it, just started running up. And I saw people tagging at Russian. And
So was it that at that point you hadn't decided to make an entire song yet? You were just kind of testing the waters?
yeah, because even if you go back and you check the post now, I believe I said something along the lines of, let me know if you authorize this before I go any further. And then I tagged Russian. And the people started running it up. And then literally probably like an hour or two after I made my post, it started blowing up wicked. I saw Main Danger reposted. And people were going crazy under the Main Danger's post. And they were like, yo, we not authorize Russian if we not authorize a song, blah, 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 we not authorize the rhythm, blah, 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 blah. You know how people get on the internet, because it's crazy. So it just started going nuts.
Yeah.
And then two twos, me look, me start say, check mark, yeah, so, check mark, there, so, check mark on that page, because it started going nuts everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, me see him put a check mark, Father Russian put a check mark on my page, and I say, all right, me half authorized now. Let me see what I go on. Me not say fully, you know, me half authorized, but getting the check mark now made me say to myself, all right, so he approves. He at least likes what he hears.
Right.
So let me continue writing this. And then I sat down with actually one of my friends from Edna, and I wrote everything, and I let him hear everything that I wrote, and he's like, yo, this is gonna do it. This is gonna be a hit.